I got my engine burning, hear that hyperspace hum, all in gold and platinum, and the credits gonna come. Out in the black, no looking back, my ship's my only home. From station to station, I'm a rider all alone. Space trucking across the Milky Way, through the void and nothing. We're living day by day with the cargo hold full and a whiskey in my jar. Space trucking out among the stars. Nebula lights are dancing like a fire in the sky, but the pirates lying waiting, their ambush running dry. Got my shields up and lasers hot, they're not taking my load. I'll burn that frame shift drive and hit the open road. Space trucking across the Milky Way, through the void and nothing. We're living day by day with the cargo hold full and a whiskey in my jar. Space trucking out among the stars. Nebula lights are dancing like a fire in the sky, but the pirates lying waiting, their ambush running dry. Got my shields up and lasers hot, they're not taking my load. I'll burn that frame shift drive and hit the open road. Space trucking across the Milky Way, through the void and nothing. We're living day by day.
Oh, it looks like I hit the button a little bit too early there. What's going on, guys? It's Kaiser, and we're hitting the space lanes tonight. So, yep, here we go. So, got to catch up a little bit. I am very much used to StreamYard, so yeah, I'm using Streamlabs OBS tonight. So, if there's any issues, definitely let me know. But looks like we got audio. Looks like everything seems to be working for the most part right now. I'll kind of split my time, kind of keeping things running as we go along. And yeah, if you missed the song, sorry. I'll make sure it plays in its entirety at the end of the stream. And otherwise, so kind of give you guys a little heads up where we're at and what we're doing tonight. So tonight we're playing Elite Dangerous. Elite is one of my favorite games, and yeah, it's been around the block for a while. It actually debuted in 2015, I believe, and so this game is coming up on its 10-year anniversary, and it's still, not only does it look gorgeous, not only are there still constant updates to it, and is still very live, very playable world, but it's free. I mean, you can buy little widgets and add-ons to your ships and things that you want to do, but nothing actually that you pay money for is absolutely required. It's mainly cosmetic stuff like paint jobs and things like that, which, you know, there are some new ships that are available for purchase that are behind a paywall right now because they are in early access, including the one that I've desperately got my eye on right now, the Mandalay. Oh, that is a sexy ship, and I'll tell you what, yeah, it's going to be a fun one to use for exploration, and I really want to get my hands on it one of these days here. So who knows? Maybe if things go well and whatnot, maybe if I hit those goals, feel free to throw a super chat or something my way, and we'll see if we can get on our way there. The whole package is going to be, for the Mandalay is like $40. So, I mean, I'm not really expecting anything to come of it, but yeah, we're just going to have fun tonight. Nothing is required. Everything is appreciated, but we're just going to have fun because I'm frankly just kind of tired of the same old. And yeah, just trying to do something a little different. So that's what we're doing tonight. And that's why I decided to fire up OBS and whatnot. All right, so another quick little bit of info on Elite Dangerous. So yeah, aside from the game, how long it's been out and whatnot. So this is set in the 33rd century. Mankind is branched out into the galaxy, and we've got a nice little chunk of space colonized, but most of the galaxy itself is actually still very much unexplored. And, well, as you can see from where we are right now, that's just kind of what we refer to as the bubble right there. And we're just in a tiny little pocket corner of the galaxy. And for anyone curious, yes, all those little points I've been to. And I'll tell you, especially getting all the way out here to Sagittarius A, yeah, that was a probably month-long trip. And I'm not even, there's no fast travel. You got to get where you're going, and you got to know how to get there. This game doesn't handhold you, and I appreciate that a lot. So yeah, whenever I say it took me a month to get from there to about there, yeah, I mean it took a month. And that was, granted, I was kind of slow going it. I could easily make the necessary travel in probably about a week. But, you know, there's there are things that you can do to speed that process along, but it's a, yeah. It's a lot. So, all right. JKD Buck says, lost you. Oh, stream died. Well, everything's still good on my end. I mean, I saw it flash briefly. And I saw it briefly flash there. But it looks like we're back. And I mean, we didn't break audio. I checked all the settings over here, so we should still be good. It probably freaked out whenever I switched over to another menu screen. JK, you still see it? Okay. Hey, what's up, Fondian? Space Truckin. Maybe this won't give me nightmares as do certain other video truckers. Yeah. Okay, good. We're back. All right. Fantastic. So, yeah. Now, to give you guys a little bit of additional background here. So, we are currently in the system V886 Centauri. We are aboard the rescue ship Cornwallis. And specifically, the reason that we're here is because a special event just opened up recently in Elite Dangerous. And that special event is that currently the ongoing war between humanity and the Thargoids, which is the alien race in game, yeah, they've sent their last mega ship, the Thargoid Titan Cosito, and it's moving towards Earth. So, in addition to a lot of pilots being called out to fight these aliens and whatnot, well, there's other people, myself included, humble space truckers, who have been called out to, say, help with the evacuation of the Sol star system, which that is Earth. So, I'm over in this system very adjacent to there, and we're actually going to be going and doing rescue pickup runs over on the over on Earth, and then we're going to actually be flying back here to the rescue ship Cornwallis, dropping off passengers and helping to get people to safety. We don't know exactly how long we've got before the Thargoid megaship actually does arrive in the system. It is looking for something. We've known for a while that the Thargoids are looking for something in particular. We don't know what. But yeah, there's a lot going on. So, yeah, go ahead and hit up Sol, which is our star system. And just check our system map here. This game is pretty intensive if you haven't been able to tell. So, yeah, here's, you got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, etc. And then, of course, down here, you've got all these additional stations that our people are being evacuated to. So, yeah, we've got some things to go ahead and take care of there. So I'm going to start here at Daedalus Station, set my route there. All right, let's see. Space Truckers was a good B movie from around the mid-90s. It was. I have not seen that one in a long time. I've got to rewatch Space Truckers. That's a good one. All right, so let me know, as I let you guys know what we're flying today, because I had to specially build this ship. This is actually one of the newer model ships to just hit Elite. So this is the Type 8 transporter. And I had to strip all the weapons off. I put some different mounts on there, threw on a couple of, electronic countermeasures to help, and a point defense turret to help with missile defense, because we're going to have to engage against Thargoid missiles, and then a heat sink launcher, so that way we can bleed off heat, because we're going to do a lot of that getting out of this trouble that we're going to be in. And then, of course, got my passenger cabins, my auto field maintenance unit just in case I need it. FSD booster, try and give me a little extra jump range, make me a little bit more nimble. Because my current jump range maximum is about 39.88 light years. So not quite 40. Pushing it, though. Had to do a little bit of modification so that way I could try and accommodate as many as I could. And unfortunately, yeah, this ship does not, because it's mainly a cargo ship that I've kind of retrofitted into a evacuation personnel transport. It doesn't have a lot of armor. It doesn't have a lot of shields. And I've had to get a little creative. So it could get a little hairy. So I did a couple of trial runs with this to see if it would work. It did. So like I said, it's going to get hairy, because what's going to happen is that once we get to Sol, we're going to actually go to the station, pick up passengers, and then once we get the passengers loaded on, then we're going to be heading back out of system for this system. Now, whenever we do make the jump from Earth toward here, we're going to get hyperdicted. So we're going to actually get interrupted in hyperspace. The Thargoids are going to kick us out of hyperspace, and they're going to try and shoot the heck out of our ship and destroy us. That's just going to happen. I've trained against this. It's really not easy to do, but I've done a little bit of work and trying to make it work anyway. It's going to take some pip management, some power, and shield management, as well as going to take a little bit of just good old-fashioned luck. But I think we got the chutzpah, and hey, it wouldn't be space trucking fun otherwise. So let's go ahead and get up to the main deck. This is all first person, by the way. So, I mean, I can actually move my character's head. You can see my hands and whatnot down there, but I can look around the cockpit. Got that lovely, lovely Lacon style bubble cockpit. Kind of reminds me of the Millennium Falcon a little bit. But, all right. Course is laid in. We got 2 jumps to Sol. We are provisioned out. We're set. Inventory, storage. Let's actually check my fire groups. Yep, got the ECM set up. Okay. And yes, I did call my ship the Porkchop Express, if you are fans of Big Trouble in Little China out there. Okay, I'm going to keep this on the module screen in case I need to use the AFMU to go ahead and do any field repairs or maintenance. Because God only knows, if they knock our FSD, our frame shift drive out, we might be in a bit of trouble. So here we go. All right. Kaiser, is there a way you can boost your gain just a tad? On my volume, the game volume, what volume is the question I need to ask there. So voice or what? Go ahead and move that to. There we go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, y'all just remember what old Kaiser said on a dark and stormy night, and he looks that old storm in the eye and says, "Have you paid your dues, brother? Yeah, the check is in the mail." All right, my volume. Let me bump that. Let's go to 50. All right, let's see if that's a little bit better for you there. Okay. That should work. Okay. New streaming software, so a little bit different than usual. So yeah, we're going to have an easy time getting to the system. The trick, of course, is going to be once we get where we need to go. And we're going to be passing by this lovely pulsar. Yeah. There we go. That's always a bit of a trick because, yeah, you come out too close to that thing and, yeah, you're going to get zapped. All right, there we go. Yep. Yeah, I hear you what there, Fondine. Say, yeah, that's going to be what it amounts to whenever getting us out of here. It's going to be all in the reflexes. And I apologize in advance. I am still recovering from this nasty cold. It just will not give up. All right. And if you guys don't mind, share out the stream if you could, please. Because, yeah, I've done a little bit of advertising on this thing just to kind of get it out there, but not a whole lot. All right, so that was the easy part. Getting to the Sol system, that's easy. Getting out is going to be the hard part. All right, now we're just going to make our way to Daedalus Station here. And for just because I am lazy and don't want to fiddle with it, I'm just going to utilize my, yeah, I've got a Super Cruise Assist and a advanced docking computer, so I can just basically set it and let the ship do the landing and the adjustments. I can kind of just, it's basically got some autopilot features. Now, if I wanted to go full manual on this ship, I absolutely could. And yeah, on a lot of my ships, I do, especially my exploration ones. But because of the situation we're in, kind of wanted to make this happen as expediently as possible, you know, because we're still going to be making some money off of this trip. I mean, have no mistake there. Yeah, we're going to be just fine. But yeah, we're going to need a little bit of luck, a little bit of elbow grease, and, well, everything else in between. I don't know what I'm saying. I kind of got lost there, but oh well. Righto, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. We're getting closer. Pardon me if I check systems and everything, just to kind of make sure where we're at. Okay. And for anyone curious, yes, I am actually running this game. I am on a full HOTUS system, so hands on throttle and stick. So I've actually got a throttle over here on my left side. I've got my joystick over here on my right side, so that way I can keep control. All right, let's go ahead and request docking. There he goes. All right. All right, we are gear down. All right, top off our fuel real quick. We're not going to be sticking around too long, so let's just get to it. Mission board, passengers. And we're going to go for group transportation just because they usually pay more and it's a little easier. And yes, I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to prioritize the who's got the most money because, hey, it's a game. Let's see, 4.3 million. Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw that one on there. Have them just auto-populate. 2.9. I saw one evacuation mission for like 6 people the other day. It was like 24 million credits. I was like, holy moly. Throttle and a bottle. What is the fuel? We're actually, so these ships run off of helium-3. So what's actually quite interesting about that, or sorry, not helium-3, they run off of a form of hydrogen. That's right. I don't know why I said helium-3. That's hydrogen. And so what's actually kind of cool is that if I actually have a fuel scoop equipped to my ship at specific types of stars, whenever I drop out of my frame shift drive, jumping between stars, I can actually scoop fuel from making a flyby of the star and top off my tanks. So that way I can, in theory, never run out of fuel. Which if you do any exploration like I've done in the past, it's a kind of a must-have. Okay. Already I can tell you that sounds like by the sound of me getting a message there that already the passengers are getting restless because they do that whenever they're being shot at by, aliens. The extraterrestrial kind. Let's be very clear about that here. All right, full up. Great to see Kaiser streaming, live streaming. Yep. Trying to get more back into it. And now that I have Streamlabs running and working, I might be able to actually do this a little bit more often because I've wanted to do game streams for a while. I love gaming and I just haven't been able to do it. So, okay, now here's where the rubber meets the road because now things are going to get interesting. Because I told you, getting here, picking up passengers, that's the easy part. Now comes the hard part. All right, because now we got to get our passengers over there. Now you might think that seems fairly easy because, they're only like 2 jumps away. Well, again, you forget that the system is being invaded by aliens, the Goids. They are tough customers on the best of days. And so, yeah. Now, no, I was not speaking in metaphors. So, yeah. Now, we got to make it back there. And because of the way we're going to have to do this, now you'll notice that my systems are actually in combat mode. because that's the only way I can fire off my ECMs, which I've got slaved to my button 1 on my trigger and button 2 on the back of my joystick. So quick succession, quick fire. That way I can use those in succession. And here's what we're going to have to expect, because we're going to leave the station. We're going to power up our FSD hyperdrive, and we're going to jump. Midway through that jump, we're going to suddenly get intercepted, and then everything's going to go haywire. We're going to start getting thrown around in hyperspace, and we're going to get absolutely kicked out of hyperspace. And I'm going to have to compensate for things getting a little fucky-wucky. In addition to that, I'm going to have to be able to pilot on the fly while dodging missiles, operating the ECMs, and generally trying to fly us out of this hellhole before we get blowed up. We are going to lose shields. We are going to take some damage. The question is, how much damage, and are we going to make it? Like I said, that's where the fun part comes in. Because, you know, wouldn't be fun if it was all safe. So, let's go ahead and launch. I'm actually going to get the external view there for you. I'm on autopilot, so I can control the camera a little bit without actually having to do anything, so you guys can kind of see what my ship looks like. Takes a little finesse, but I can make it work. It's a fun game when you really get down to it. I love it so much. All right. Here we go. Time to start flying ourselves toward there. We're going to need to get outside of the station's maximum or minimum range. Okay, we're out of mass lock. As your captain speaking, we're about to absolutely have a, well, you know, really rough time. Please definitely make sure your chairs and tray tables are in their fixed and upright position. Put on your brown pants, sit back, relax, and pray to whatever God you may believe in, because shit's about to get fucked. Here we go. Get a little bit of a boost going. Switch off my flight assist. Here we go. Oh, shit. I made a big fucking mistake. Already, I realize it. I didn't switch my pips from systems over to weapons. So this could get interesting. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay. Incoming missiles hit ECM. Yeah, I know I'm taking damage. Come on, FSD, cool down. We're just waiting for that little gauge in the corner. 90%, 89, 87. Losing hull integrity. Come on, baby, hold together. Okay, FSD is cooled down. Retract hard points. Hit the charge. Ooh, we're taking more damage. And my cockpit window is cracking now. Shit. 66. Oh, I don't know if we're going to make it, guys. Come on. Oh. Oh, wow. That was close. Whew. All right. Pop ourselves a heat sink. It's going to drop our heat down. We don't need a scoop fuel because we don't have one of those. I am going to switch our our energy management over to systems so we can recharge the shields. That was close. Yeah, let's just hope that we don't have any other guests on our on this jump, which we shouldn't. Okay, there we go. Whew. And that, as they say, was that. That's our first trucking load for the day. That's the start of our shift. Fundian saying, bobblehead is collection almost as impressive as mine. Yeah, I do like my bobbleheads. All right. There we go. Made a little quick change there so that way we shouldn't have chat like always on that one side. One from every state I've been. That's awesome. All right. All right. Coming into where the ship's at. It's parked there underneath the rings of this planet. Oh, wow. 42. That's impressive. Definitely been to more states than I have. Okay. And we are out. Turn flight assist back on there. Okay, we can go ahead and move things back around to the system. Request docking clearance. All right, we've been granted. Yes, it is the meaning of life. Yes, JKD, they are planetary rings. And yes, I know where my towel is. Make another slight change here. delay. There we go. All right. And we're down. All right. Refuel, repair, restock ammo, and get these very freaked out passengers off of my ship. And we'll see what our rewards are, because it's not just credits. You can also get, you know, cargo. You can get, you know, influence. You can get reputation. You get engineering materials. So, see what we got here. Focus crystals, grade 3. How many of those do I already have in my inventory? Those are useful for engineering, making your ships better. Focus crystals, 149 to 200. Yeah, 20 units, I'll take those. It's a lot of engineering I can get done with that. Ooh, mechanical scrap. That's actually pretty useful. I think that's stuff that I need. Mechanical components, mechanical equipment, mechanical scrap. Yeah. Take some of that. Atypical disrupted wake echoes. I think I've got those. Oh yeah, I'm like practically full on those. And those are grade 1, so I mean I don't need a lot of those. Okay, so all in all, I probably made about 15 to 20 million here. Grid resistors. Yeah, I'll take them. I mean, I know they're grade 1, but yeah, what the hey. Okay, everything's up there. Glad I don't have to teach newbies that maneuver. Yeah, well, you know. Trust me, you've piloted as long as I have. You picked up a few things. I actually started playing this game in 2020, if you can believe it. Like, literally, I bought the game probably in 2017, 2018, I think. And then I picked it up, I played the intro sequence, and I was like, wow, this is a lot. I don't have a joystick or setup for this, so I'm going to put it down and wait. And so what ended up happening there was that I kind of just sat on the game and didn't even play it for a long time. All right, we're going to go to Li Qingzhou for the next run. And so I didn't play it for a long time. Ooh, rep change. Oh, cool. Awesome. That's positive. And, you know, once I did finally get the, you know, I did finally dig out my old Microsoft Sidewinder 2 joystick back in like 2020, like literally about like a month or two before the pandemic. We kind of at that point had a feeling that something was happening. There was already talk of potential lockdowns and stuff. So I kind of fished it out of my parents' basement and brought it home and cleaned it up and decided I'd give this a try. So yeah, literally then went into lockdown, and because I was stuck for God only knows how many months, you know, at home, unable to do much of anything, I was already working from home. So at my job, a lot of what I did was I would be on call, you know, with, you know, this is my previous like 3 jobs ago. I would be like on the phone with clients trying to fix stuff, and I'm like multitasking. I'm over here on this computer, moving back over here, playing Elite Dangerous, and yeah, running cargo. And yeah, that's kind of just how I fell into it. So I ended up sinking a lot of hours into this game. I think I'm at 5,500 hours played total right now. All right. While I'm at it, because I don't want to be doing this the entire night, I want to go do something else for a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and send in one of my other ships from my from my carrier, so that way I can fly back. I'm gonna leave this here so I can, do some stuff. Which one should I pick? Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I've been playing this game a while. I'm kind of space Elon Musk. I've got about 13 billion credits in the bank, which is about more money than God, and a fleet of over 43 ships, I think was my last count. All different builds and different models and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just bring Moonlight Rambler here. So that's my Diamondback Explorer. It's one of my smallest ships, but it's also one of the ones with the best range. It's kind of my taxi, for lack of a better term. So go ahead and just fly it to me on auto. So it'll be here in about 34 minutes. Von Dyne says, more hours than I can put into a game. I have a few I want to start, but I know me well enough to know it would be a bad thing. And Ghost says, ships have Star Wars design vibes. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Actually, believe it or not, Elite Dangerous goes back to the original game Elite, which I think came out in 1984. And so some of the ship designs are actually carryovers from the original game in 84. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, this game itself, what we're playing right now, Elite Dangerous, came out in 2015 and has just been getting constant graphical and quality of life updates over its tenure. It's actually getting ready to, we're at the end of the Thargoid War right now, probably in the next couple of weeks, with whatever ends up happening with the Titan Cogito, which is on its way to Earth, which is why we're doing this whole evacuation in the first place. And then once that actually gets through, we're not quite sure what the next thing is going to entail, but I'm going to have a wild guess that with the new power play upgrades and the ascendancy stuff that just dropped, like the new patches, some of the new ships that are coming out, that there's going to be a new overworld goal that's going to be on the horizon very soon. There we go. Drop out there. And I can't remember if that what we just passed is a dwarf star or if it's a pulsar. I think it's a dwarf star. Actually, I'm going to check my system map. Lutein 145141A. White dwarf star. Okay. Yep. It's a class. Okay, yeah. Not going to get all into that. But yeah. So one of the other great things about Elite Dangerous, which is one of the things that I love about this game, is that every single star you see in the sky, I mean, on the screen right now, every single star you can fly to. You can go there if you have the right ship. It is a 1-to-1 scale of the galaxy, is how the game is built. So yeah, if there's a star in the galaxy, you can actually travel to it. And like I said, in 10 years that this game has been out, I believe less than 3% of the actual galaxy itself has actually been discovered. There's still explorers out there staking claims and discovering new planets every single day, which is kind of wild to think about. I've actually got my name on a couple of planets and whatnot, actually a couple of Earth-like planets too. So, yeah. I've got my name on a few. It's like first set foot on too. Von Dyne says white dwarf, any kin to a red dwarf. You know, I gave it the reference, but yeah. Red dwarves are interesting because they're basically a red dwarf is almost it's almost a glorified gas giant. They're kind of weird. There's actually one, actually I think it's a brown dwarf. We kind of, in the game, it's got the nickname of Hot Jupiter, but it's basically this giant, it's not quite a star, it's not quite a gas giant, and you can actually get close to it. It's a popular tourist attraction place. There's other things to do there of a more yar-har, sort of thing. It looks like I got caught in the gravity well, but all right, I'm good now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Red Dwarf was a classic BBC show. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to move chat up just a smidge there. Okay, yeah, I think that might work a little better. Yeah, I just put all this together tonight, so if there's any issues with the stream, I'm kind of just fixing things as I go. Okay. Thank you. And requesting docking. 05, Roger. And yeah, midstream kind of a heads up, y'all. Don't forget, while you're here, please hit the like. If you're new, hit the subscribe. Make sure that we get this out there. Share it around so that way we can get more people viewing. And I'm going to be doing these kinds of streams more often now that I actually have it set up. So this is going to be something that we do, a little more often, have some fun with. All right. Let's go ahead and grab some more passengers. Von Dine says, other than my bad show and movie references, the stream is going good. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Glad to hear that. And trust me, I as a fan of all the bad movie and TV references, get on with your bad self. All right, let's see. Woo boy, looky there. There's a 10 million. Yes, let's board those first because I'm a humanitarian second and a capitalist first. 4 million, 5 million. Okay, so 5 million. Okay, you get boarded next. 4 million. Okay. Pick a cabin, any cabin. Make yourselves at home. I mean, it's a game. I mean, in a real environment, in a real situation, I'm pretty sure my, pretty sure my thought process would be a little bit more humanitarian, but, hey, this is a game, so. Whoop, actually, I don't want that one yet. Oh, 1.2 million. See, it's kind of nice to be able to do this, make a few $1 million. Well, wish life was that easy. I'd be, like I said, I'd be space Elon Musk. Okay, 1.8 million. Autofill. Getting a little full here. 1.4. Let's go 1.1. That gets us to 31 passengers. Any single personal transportation? Nope. The reason I do the group transportation is that I can actually use the economy size. Fitting more people on my ship with the economy size passenger cabins, as opposed to where these they want like business and private class, business, first class, luxury. Yeah. Like, come on, folks. Von Dine says, if it wasn't humanitarian, you'd be doing a hard time on planet Earth. Yeah, well, I always kind of made it my head canon for my Elite Dangerous character that he was basically kind of grew up on the wrong side of the law and then got the ultimatum, basically straighten up and become a pilot with the Pilots Federation, or essentially they were just going to throw him in forced labor or something like that. Just whereas being a pilot in the Pilots Federation, you can kind of just do whatever you want, and then ended up just finding himself actually becoming a better space trucker than any kind of pirate or bounty hunter or whatnot. Could I do those things? Yes. Have I done those things? Yes, absolutely I have. I love space trucking because it's fun, it's relaxing, but one of the other great things about this game is that there's so much to do that's not just this. There is, of course, these types of missions, but there's also, if I can remember, because I just realized I forgot to set my, I just remembered I forgot to set my destination. That would be really bad. But yeah, there's, piracy, bounty hunting. You can actually take on contracts for espionage, or, stealing data and information like that. Alternatively, you can join one of the various space powers that work for them for a while. You can explore new worlds. You can, like I said, become an explorer. You can, you can actually go out to some of the planets, planetary rings, asteroids, whatnot. You can mine for materials out there. You can mine for materials, take those to, to market. Literally, the sky's the limit with this game. You can do so many things. But one of the other things I love about it is that the game does not really tell you what to do. It just basically kicks you out into the void with a ship and says, good luck. The training is brief and does not really go over all of the ins and outs of what to do. But I'll tell you, it will give you the most basic of basics. Oh, yeah. There we go. And yeah, it's the game doesn't handhold you, and it expects you to figure out most of everything without a lot of assistance. That can make the difficulty curve on getting started in this game kind of high, and I understand and agree with it. But what I also will say is that I appreciate the more mature setup. All right, there we go. Round 2, we're getting hyperdicted. Okay. Missiles incoming. Fire off ECM. That should help us stave off getting hit for a while. Come on. I just got to keep hitting that boost as much as I can to get as much distance between me and them as possible. Okay, retracting hard points. Shit. We got a problem. Oh, fudge. We are boned. Frame shift drive back online. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, boy. Whew. Oh. That was close. Oh, Lordy. Pop a heat sink. Oh, crap. What is wrong here? Heat sink launcher. What's going on? It didn't activate. Low power. Oh, yeah. It sucked all the juice right out of my systems. And the thing is, I didn't cheap out on a small power plant or something like that. No, I actually have probably one of the biggest and most powerful that you can stick in this particular ship, not to mention the fact I've modded the hell out of it to make it like overcharged. Phew, that was close. Took less damage that time overall, but Still, that was still some puckerage. I was still puckering from how close that whole thing was. Just, geez. You start to hear the crack of your canopy window, and you start getting a little bit nervous. All right. Super Cruise Assist on. You know what? Just because we haven't done it in a while. We're going to go ahead and shut the automatic docking computer back. Damn, I can't even make a comment about that while keeping it PG. Yeah. All right, so we're going to attempt a manual landing. Come on, baby. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. I am a terrible singer. I apologize in advance. Contacts page back up. Once we drop this lot off, I'm going to check and see where my see where my Diamondback is, see if there's anything else we want to go do for a little bit. Maybe try something a little more relaxing and go do some laser mining in one of the platinum rings around one of my ships, or my carrier. All right. Let's go full engines. Request docking. Docking bay 7. All right, let's take a look here. There we are, docking bay 7. I'm doing finagling to make this thing talk the language it's supposed to. Landing gear down. Ooh, that was a little hard. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm facing the wrong direction. They are that particular, I forget. There we go. It's one of those I can definitely manually land it. It's just faster to do that. Unless I have a reason. Fun diet, and it does. Yeah, this does look fun. I agree. It is a lot of fun. And believe it or not, right now on Steam, it is on sale. So you can pick it up for a pretty hefty amount off of their actual asking price. So I think you can get it for right around $20 right now. And that's the full game access, everything. So start your space career. All right. Oh, yeah, I got that all done. So we can go ahead and offload our passengers. Excuse me. I'll take that. Conductive polymers, grade 4. That's actually quite the prize. How are we doing on those? Conductive polymers, I could use those. Another 4 million. So off already on this trip, I've made about as much already as I did that whole trip last trip. So this one's turning out to be quite profitable. I got 1.2, 2.9, 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.1, 1.8 million. I'm going to make some decent money off of this. Ooh, mechanical scrap. I know that I need some of that. Now, I know I get less money whenever I take the those rewards, but actually, for how much I have to go through to get my hands on a lot of these engineering materials, it's actually a pretty acceptable trade-off. Undyne says, landing reminded me of a helicopter pilot I knew, and I worked offshore. Oh, wow. JKD Buck says, good, getting gear. Awesome. Okay, there we are. So we are fully offloaded. Let's check up on... It's not here yet. Where is it? Another 8 minutes. I think we got time for one more quick run. So let's see if we can make lightning strike 3 times. All right. This time we're going to stop by good old Abe Lincoln Station. Yeah, there's 3 stations orbiting Earth, 1 station orbiting the moon. They've got Lee King Jow, Abraham Lincoln, and M. Gorbachev station. Then orbiting the moon, you have Galileo station. Mars has Mars High. Mercury has Daedalus. And Io, you've got Columbus station. Titan City is orbiting Titan. And then you've got all the various moons and whatnot that are out way past the edge of our solar system. And yeah, you might notice there's a few more planets here. There's, Pluto, Charon, and a lot of these are just like the smaller planetoids and stuff like that we know are out past our planet. They're out past the end of our solar system. So, just saying. Planet X is real. Anyway. Ooh, I got a tip off. Nah, not interested. All right. Let's go ahead and make one more run for passengers, and then we're going to come back, and by the time we get back, we'll be able to get the diamond back, and I'll be able to run you guys over to my carrier, and we'll do something a little less stressful and wind down the night with some mining. Also, before I get too far, I'm curious about something, because there's something else I always keep an eye out for. We go to Rana. Rana is one of my favorite systems. State, none. Okay. Rana is an interesting system because occasionally it goes into a state of what's called expansion. When it goes into expansion, they need a lot of raw materials, and they will pay a lot of good money for those materials. So I get to do a little bit of fun stuff with that. And yeah, when they're doing those types of things, I mean, you got missions for cargo that are 24 to 48 million credits a piece, to bring some stuff from one, basically mine stuff and bring it in, when they don't really tell you that you can just go and find it cheap at another station, buy it, and then ship it into, their station and do that, and you still get paid the same. And if you play your cards right, you're really only looking at about maybe a 30-40% cut of your absolute profits. And if you stack missions appropriately, so you can do that, I mean, I end up sometimes making, 1 to 1.2, 1.5 billion in one cargo, or basically in one trip. Expansion, no comment. JKD Bug says, and Uncle Kaiser is all too happy to move stuff for them for a tidy sum. Yes, indeed. A tidy sum. Give me the money. Money. All right. Since I'm on autopilot right now, I can get my knuckles all cracked out again. There we go. Nose up. Set my autopilot. Like I said, I could do this manually and just manually fly myself into these stations, but I'm lazy. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh, that gravity well again. Yeah, fun dying. If I could auto dock my truck, I would. So I don't blame you. Yeah, I hear ya. All right. All right. Moving right along. All right. All right. Just do a little bit of flight assist off. Just kind of drift a little bit more into position here. Two six, Roger. Oh, good. My ship just arrived. So that'll be waiting for us back at the rescue station when we get there. Excuse me. Okay. Group transportation. Hello, give me the money. 5.7 million. Yes, please. Oh, say Fundian says, hopefully in about a month I won't be training newbies anymore for a while. There you go. Here's hoping on that. Cheers to you on that one, buddy. Do 1.5 million. Fill that up. Yeah, 1.8. There we go. 2.6. Ooh, 1.4. 1.4. One thing that does annoy me about these passenger missions is that sometimes the passengers do send you messages and they're about the most boring, inane crap, usually. Some of them are just like, oh my God, I'm scared. I'm like, yeah, I know. Sit down, shut up, and, enjoy the fucking ride because, it's like I really want to, want that patch that you see sometimes on like the back of the helicopter pilot. It says stop screaming, I'm scared too. Seems appropriate. $70,000 or $274,000. Sorry. All right. So we are loaded up. Leave that on the contacts tab. Actually, no, I need to do galaxy map. Route plotted. Oops. You got that on a safety vest. I always love that patch. And stop screaming, I'm scared too. Ooh, yeah. All right, all my pips are set. Power is where it needs to be. All right, here we go. Flight assist off. Okay. Yep, there it is. Sometimes they let you stew for a minute. Make you think you're going to get through. Nose down. ECM fired off. Helps him to lose track. Keep hitting my boost. So I just keep flying. The reason I have the flight assist off is that I maintain my forward momentum. The flight assist doesn't stop me if my throttle goes to 0. Oh, well. I think we may just have had the easiest run ever. Wow. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hello. All right. Pop heat sink. Fondine says, the other night when my truck broke down, I got paid to teach newbie drivers backing. Let's just say I had one that did good, the other 6, no comment. Only good thing was that all of them told my fleet manager they learned more in 45 minutes with me than in 2 weeks with their trainers. That is what you want to hear, buddy. That is what you want to hear. Well done. Yes, physics are really good. I've actually found it that, I mean, the physics in this game can actually really mess with you if you don't understand how momentum actually carries in space. There's been an interesting learning curve with this game, and I know it's just a game, and I know it's not like exactly to life scale, whatever. But I'll tell you what, though, I mean, It's got that realism factor that just a lot of games don't have. They really went out of their way to try and think this out. It's like a bunch of astronomy nerds got together with a bunch of engineering nerds and made a game. Ooh, it's getting a tidbit nipply in here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the AC off. See, my little enclosed office here with all my lights and computers and everything like that running, it gets hot in here pretty quick. And yeah, even during the summer, usually I got to keep that AC unit on all the time. During the winter months, I don't always have to keep it running, but sometimes it gets a little bit, it gets a little bit toasty in here, and I got to fire up the AC unit in the middle of December so that way I can cool it down in here, or at least to be tolerable. Oh, awesome. That got you nominated for Driver of the Month again. Hot damn, dude. Awesome. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, speaking of driving, oh, that reminds me about work tomorrow, and that's not going to be fun. I'm going to say not because I have to drive, but because I can't drive, because my car is in the shop right now. I had to take my car in about a little over a year and a half ago. We had snow. It was like February of I want to say 22, early 23. I can't remember. And yeah, we had the really deep February snow, and it happened to be a Tuesday, so all of our trash cans were out. And well, when there was 13, 14 inches of snow on the ground, people had to move their trash cans to where they could stick them, where still get them close to the edge of the driveway and still be able to get out of their driveway. So one of the issues that they had was that some people just would shove their trash cans almost so far out into a snowbank or so far into the street that they were a little bit too close. And yeah, that particular morning I was dealing with a screaming 2-year-old in my back seat, trying to get him to daycare. And it was one of those, he suddenly started screaming and crying and throwing a tantrum. And I look back for 1 second and all I hear is whack. And I look and I don't have a passenger side mirror now. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I've been driving almost a little over a year without a passenger side mirror on my car. And I'm like, I found out recently, they're like, oh yeah, because you've got full coverage on your insurance, you can actually get that replaced under your insurance because it was an accident, technically. I'm like, oh, cool. So I delayed and procrastinated way too fucking long. I should have got this done back in August, but I didn't schedule in time. And now I am stuck here in December. I'm supposed to be getting end of year closeout shit done at my office. And I can't do that right now. I have to basically do a lot of the work from home. And, well, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. So yeah, I can't drive to the office, and basically I'm just going to have to borrow the wife's car after she's done for the day at work, and drive over every day to the office, pick up stuff to work on, and bring home for the next day. So gotta keep on keeping on and keep working and try and get this done, because I've got to have all of our pending files and all of our insurance stuff for the year completely done for claims. By December 18th is our last day in the office. So, yeah. I'm just taking the money and running on these. I'm not even going to look at what different materials they might have. Okay. Shipyard. Hello, Moonlight Rambler. Hey, what's going on, Dave? I see MLS is in the chat. So, yeah, just got done running some passengers from Earth out of the evacuation zone. Now I've got my smaller, more long-range, little taxi ship, my Diamondback Explorer, which I've affectionately named the Moonlight Rambler after one of my favorite episodes of, one of my favorite anime ever, like Bubblegum Crisis. Hey, Fizzy Star, well, good to see you. And so, yeah, we're going to just fly back to my carrier. And I'm going to go just do something a little more relaxing because I'm a little bit over and done with dodging gunfire and whatnot from, like dodging a whole lot of, Thargoids. Yeah. Oh, cool. Fizzy Star says, I'm a brand new player, just downloaded yesterday. Awesome. And say, yeah, good time to get into it right now. And the great thing is that, where I'm at, my carrier, all the other stuff, and, you can always fly to those. I do keep my pads open on my carrier for people to land on. It's like my carrier's positioned at a good spot for platinum mining, which is actually what we're going to go do right now because I'm a little burned out of dodging alien cannon fire and trying to get shot down. So I'm going to go take a break and go do something a little more relaxing. So we're going to head out of here. I got a nice reputation upgrade. Fantastic. And go ahead and just bump that throttle forward and let's head on out. Oh, daggone it. I made an oops on that one. Oh, well. Hopefully we don't pass through the mass envelope. No. Oh, mass locked. Right at the end. Heck on it. Oh, well. Heck with it. Fizzy Star says, I'm still trying to figure out the whole actual flying. I already crashed my ship trying to dock. Forgot I also actually had to request it. Yeah, that is a bit of a learning curve. Fun dying again. I make no comments. Well, we're going to go do something a little more easy going for right now. All right. And I do have this Diamondback rigged up with a fuel scoop, so I can actually pass through here. I can scoop fuel,
top off the tank, so I never actually have to stop. I can just go to where I need to go. There you go. Little exterior view as we're flying through. Fondine says, sorry, I'm bored. When I get bored, my mind goes haywire. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, this is my unwind time for the day whenever I'm not really doing anything and I can just kind of sit back and relax. This is my relaxation game, really. Okay, I'm just going to keep scooping here because I need to top off the tank. There we go, peel off. Yes, the visuals are amazing. And that's not even some of the most impressive stuff, because I have been out to Sagittarius A, the massive black hole at the center of the galaxy, and it really is, it's incredible to see, because you know, FDev, who made this game, Frontier Development, they actually do a lot and study with astronomers, physicists, and whatnot to like make everything in the game look as realistic as it possibly could, you know, theoretically. So what's interesting is that when you actually encounter a black hole in this game, you can't just see a big black hole in space. You see reality and all of basically, you know, everything warp around a certain point. And it's almost like you're looking at a mirror of a mirror image. It's really bizarre looking. Uh-oh. There we go. That one took a little bit of a longer route. And we're here. Yeah, I'll scoop this real quick. And we are headed home to my carrier Spirit in the Sky. And yes, it is named after the Norman Greenbaum song. Excuse me. Fondine says, the time of day I usually wake up and start my day with my truck in the shop. There's nothing for me to do. Ah, yeah, you're a night man. I get you. I used to work nights a long time ago before I got, you know, before I, you know, just got my knees all shot up and, you know, got everything all screwed up in my back and my shoulder. So after that, it was kind of a, yeah, you know what? I probably need to work, is like find an office job, or otherwise this line of work might kill me. Finish off that drink. Thankfully, I got a water here too. Get a hydrate. Yep, other little planets and their little moon systems. So some of the lines you see are actually just like representations by your ship's computer. I can actually move out of combat mode now. My internal cameras. External cameras. Do. And we are arriving back at my carrier, Spirit in the Sky. And we got that big old gas giant right there. And you see those rings. Those rings are chock full of platinum and all sorts of other materials that I can go ahead and go mining at. Fondine says 3.5 years of nights, only go home twice a year normally, which is why I'm trying to switch divisions, more home time and same pay. And I can totally understand you on that one. That sounds quite nice. There she is. That is my fleet carrier. Give you the old grand tour, as it were. She's a beauty. And believe me when I say, cost me a pretty penny. It cost me every bit of $5 billion just to buy this thing, not to mention outfit it the way I wanted it. Outfitting took about another $1 billion. So, yeah, everything I need, nothing I don't. She's my home away from home, my home base of operations. I will say it is an absolute game changer, like in the most literal form, I can say as a player in this game when you finally get a fleet carrier, because most of the time, especially when you're starting out, and pretty much all the time that I was playing this game up until when they released fleet carriers in, I think, 2020, 2021, you basically were stuck putting all your ships at a station, and then that station was your kind of base of operations, and which is fine, but you can only carry whatever's in the hold of your ship. You can't just leave stuff in the cargo hold of one ship. There's no storage capacity on that. It's kind of a pain. But then the second you get a fleet carrier, suddenly I've got like tons of like storage space. I can store cargo and materials and all kinds of stuff that I've gained over, playtime, starship fuel, you name it. And I can actually have my own base of operations to go back and forth from. All right, well, let's get to one of my mining ships here so we can actually go do something. Question is, which one do I feel like flying? Tequila Sunrise is one of my mining ships. It's primarily designed for laser mining. Yes, I did take a luxury class, like extremely expensive, Imperial Clipper and turn it into a mining ship. Yep, I just did that because, I've got FU money in this game. Lodestar is one of my other mining ships. I primarily use that one for core mining, but I do think I've got it rigged for laser mining. Yeah, I've got, two mining lasers, and I got subsurface displacement missiles in case we run into any pockets of material there. Ursa Minor, that's my big honkin', one of my big honkin' ships. Oh yeah, the El Dorado. I haven't taken the El Dorado out in a long time. That's an even bigger ship. That's a Imperial cutter that I've rigged up for laser mining, and boy howdy, she's a biggin'. Usually only take that one out if I really want to go for a long time mining, because it's just such a big ship, and it takes, you got to be a little bit more on guard whenever you're flying it. You know what, actually, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Tequila Sunrise. Yeah, I'm only planning on doing mining. Use that ship. I can't remember if I took the Prospector Limpet controller. Okay, yeah, I do have that on there. Okay, good. Fire groups. Yep, that's where that needs to be. Okay, just got to load up with some collector limpets and we can head on out of here. And I've got room for 192 tons on this thing. I'm not going to fill up that, but let's just go ahead and take a bunch of limpets. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. This one, I took the automatic landing system off, so I've got to manually land and fly this thing. And there we go. Okay, see where I'm at here. Because there's a specific spot in those rings that I want to get to. So I got to get a little elevation. I think I can look down now. Nose back over. All right, where's my platinum hotspot? I think that's it right there. because there's 2 platinum hot spots. Nope, not that one. Yeah, the one I'm looking for has 2 platinum hot spots, like one right inside of the other. That might be it over there. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, that sound you hear is because we're passing really close by this gas giant, and because of its mass, I'm kind of flying back past its gravity well, which is slowing me down a little bit. So I actually want to aim for that smaller platinum hotspot right there. And the reason for that is because that middle of that one is right in pretty close to the middle of the other one that it's inside of. So we should have better density of options, let's call it that. And I'm actually going to nose down a little bit here. And we're just going to go right in between the 2. All right, here we are. Planetary rings. Okay. I'm going to deploy the cargo scoop. There we are, night vision. We'll need that. Yeah, we get to do some real relaxing. Launch a limpet to see what is in that thing. Looking for stuff that has at least a higher than 20% concentration of platinum. And there's a pirate scanning my cargo hold, but all he's going to find are some cargo limpets. There we go. Now we just keep our lasers on the rock here and let the limpets do the work of actually gathering up the pieces that they knock off and bring them back into our cargo hold. I'm going to reposition. I think we need a better overall location. This for me is relaxing and very therapeutic because it's just kind of, I don't want to say monotonous, but it's definitely a bit less action-packed than what we were doing earlier. It gives me time to kind of be just kind of quietly sit back, relax. Okay, depleted that one. Let the other one start loading those up. 53% platinum on that one. On that other one that we just got tagged. Oh, Well, this isn't what I was hoping for. I might have to get busy. Yep. Somebody wants to F around and find out. Crud. I had hoped I wasn't going to get into a fight, but, well, here we are. I am not equipped for a fight. Oh, shit. My shields are offline. We need to get the hell out of Dodge. We are kind of boned here, guys. Uh-oh. Shit. Boy, it has been a long effing time since I ever had that happen to me. I stuck around too much. And I lost my ship. Son of a bitch. Well, good news is I had it insured, so, you know, I can go ahead and just redeploy and get my ship back. Great thing about ship insurance. Now the question is where they're going to drop me off at. Yeah. I guess I ended up back on my carrier, so that works out. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. We're right at the 2-hour mark. Hey, what's up, Hal? Good to see you, man. I say, unfortunately, you joined us right as we're shutting down shop for the night. Always good to see you there, Hal. It has been a while, I know, and I've been needing to get back to streaming. Now that I've got this new setup and I've got things a little bit more dialed in and I've got OBS running so I can do more gaming streams and whatnot, I should be able to do this a bit more often, which ought to be fun. So that is what we're doing for right now. So anyway, folks, thank you all for joining for the last couple hours as we were just hanging out, running some cargo, doing a little space trucking. Failed at doing some mining because, I got a little greedy, and, well, it's been a while since I've had that that particular issue happen to me. But, I appreciate all you guys watching and hanging out, and say everybody sticking around. Those of you that stuck out for the whole time, thank you, especially for, all that just hanging out and having a good time. It's great to watch the chat. Good to have some friends around. And, this has been episode 1 of Kaiser Plays Elite Dangerous. And, we're just been doing some space trucking, having a good time. But definitely go down there, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.
I got my engines burning, hear that hyperspace hum, hauling gold and platinum, and the credits gonna come. Out in the black, no looking back, my ship's my only home. From station to station, I'm a rider all alone. Space trucking across the Milky Way, through the void and nothing, we're living trucking across the Milky Way through the void and nothing. We're living day by day with the cargo hold full and the whiskey in my jar. Space trucking out among the stars. Nebula lights are dancing like a fire in the sky, but the pirates lying waiting, their ambush running dry. Got my shields up and lasers hot, they're not taking my load. I'll burn that frame shift drive and hit the open road. Space trucking across the Milky Way through the void and nothing. We're living day by day with the cargo hold full and the whiskey in my jar. Space trucking out among the stars. I dream of Earth's blue waters, but it's just a distant shore. My heart beats for adventure, I'm always craving more. Through binary suns and ring worlds spun, I'll chart the great unknown in the silence of the cosmos. I've never felt alone. Space trucking across the Milky Way through the void and nothing. We're living day by day with the cargo hold full and the whiskey in my jar. Space trucking out among the stars. So here's to the pilots flying, to the haulers bold and true. We're bound by starlit highways and the things we gotta do. Keep your thrusters steady and your aim sharp as a blade. We're space trucking